So we're going to look at some more risks of using social media. I did put this first as my first slide up, which when I was preparing this last week, and that, well, what do you think the risks are? But I'm kind of breaking it down into two really main areas. One I've put around in terms of company brand issues. So these are things that are going wrong at a company level. Some of that could be self-inflicted. We saw the United Airlines example in that one, which was really down to their own mishandling of the situation. I'm going to look at a couple of other examples of that today as well. And maybe from external sources. We've talked about malicious stuff that maybe a competitor could be doing as well. But it can be from any general things. It could be just someone making a comment about your organisation. Is it fair? Is it not fair? How do we actually respond to that? And then the second area is more around the employees and as an employer in the relationship to them as well. And again, I've broken that down into two parts in terms of what are they allowed to say on behalf of the company. So if you're actually allowing other people apart from yourselves to make comments and represent the company, how does that come across? Or comments that they're making on their own time but are linked back to the company. Actually, again, understanding that those comments made under their personal time in their own time actually does have an effect on work. As an employer, how do you actually look at that and try and mitigate those circumstances as well? And again, if we're looking at educating the staff, these are the kind of things we probably need to try and get across to them. So, the first one there in terms of, not commenting on things around, the referees or the hierarchy structure. Well, that again is, comments about the boss or my manager, just not appropriate things to actually start putting up there. Avoid that instant reaction. Don't actually make an instant comment. Step back, think about it before you actually do something there. Avoid people being critical within the industry section there, within football there. Number 4 is quite a nice one, is would you make the same comment as if you were standing in front of a live television? Well, again, that's the same thing as if you're dealing with any kind of media, isn't it? If someone asked you a question, would you say that same response back to a reporter to be printed or to be broadcast anywhere there? Think about what you're writing. Is it accurate? Is it legitimate what you're actually saying there? Is it legal within your actual comments there? So don't just say something without actually thinking about it was there. And then the last thing there, if you're unsure whether this is going to be controversial or not, then don't send it. And I think those kind of reminders we could actually adopt for any of our organisations there when we're trying to educate the staff there in terms of what's acceptable and what isn't. Obviously these people are in the public eye, but I think those are common sense things, but actually just get them over and what can actually be monitored and trawled as well.